Imagine, you are young, successful, and deeply in love. In just one night, your best friends betray you. You're arrested for a crime you didn't commit. No trial, no evidence. They throw you into a dark, hopeless prison and forget about you for 14 years. Most men would go insane. Most men would die broken and forgotten. But this man didn't break. Instead, he emerged from that hell as one of the richest, most intelligent, and most dangerous men in Europe. He didn't just escape. He came back as the Count of Monte Cristo, and he spent years executing the most perfect, cold-blooded, long-game revenge in literary history. This is the story of Edmond Dantès. A story of betrayal, patience, transformation, and ultimate revenge. If you love epic tales of justice and payback, stay with me. Because what happens next will blow your mind. You're a young, handsome sailor. You have everything. A beautiful fiancé, a promising career, and a bright future ahead. One moment of pure happiness, and then, in a single night, everything is stolen from you. Betrayed by your closest friends, thrown into a cold, dark prison cell for a crime you never committed. 14 long, brutal years pass. Most men would break. Most men would die inside those walls. But one man didn't just survive, he transformed. This is the story of Edmond Dantès, the man who became the Count of Monte Cristo. The ultimate tale of patience, intelligence, and the most calculated, long-game revenge in literary history. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into Alexandre Dumas' masterpiece, The Count of Monte Cristo. A story so powerful that it has inspired countless movies, TV shows, and even real-life revenge tales for over 170 years. If you love stories of justice, betrayal, and epic comebacks, you're in the right place. Let's begin. It's the year 1815 in Marseille, France. Napoleon has just been defeated, and the monarchy is back in power. Political tensions are running high. Edmond Dantès is only 19 years old. He's the first mate on a ship called the Pharaoh. His captain has just died at sea, and on his deathbed, he gives Edmond an important task: deliver a letter to Napoleon on the island of Elba. Edmond completes the mission faithfully. When he returns to Marseille, two wonderful things await him. He is promoted to captain of the ship, a huge honor at such a young age, and he is about to marry the love of his life, the beautiful Mercedes. But not everyone is happy for him. 3 men, consumed by jealousy and ambition, plot against him. Fernand Mondego, a fisherman who is madly in love with Mercedes and wants her for himself. Danglars, the ship's accountant, who is furious that Edmond got the captain's position instead of him. Caderousse, a greedy neighbor who just wants money and is easily manipulated. These 3 write a false letter accusing Edmond of being a Bonapartist spy, someone working for the exiled Napoleon. They send this letter to the ambitious prosecutor, Villefort. On the night of his engagement party, soldiers burst in and arrest Edmond. He is confused, innocent. He thinks it's all a big mistake that will be cleared up quickly. But Villefort realizes that the letter could destroy his own career because his father is a known Bonapartist. Instead of releasing Edmond, Villefort burns the letter and sentences him to life in prison, without a trial, without any evidence. Edmond Dantès is dragged away to the infamous Château d'If, a terrifying island prison from which no one has ever escaped. Château d'If is a living nightmare. Cold stone walls, rats, starvation, solitary confinement. Edmond spends the first few years screaming, crying, and slowly losing his mind. He even attempts suicide. But then, something changes. One day he hears a sound. Someone digging on the other side of his wall. It's Abbé Faria, an old Italian priest and scholar who has been imprisoned for years. The two men become friends. Abbé Faria becomes a father figure to Edmond. He teaches him everything: history, mathematics, science, languages, philosophy, sword fighting, and most importantly, how to think like a mastermind. Abbé Faria also reveals the secret that will change Edmond's life forever. He knows the location of a vast treasure hidden on the island of Monte Cristo, belonging to an ancient cardinal. Before he dies, Abbé Faria tells Edmond, "You are no longer a sailor. You are no longer a prisoner. From now on, you will be a man of power." After 14 years of imprisonment, Edmond finally escapes. How? He sews himself inside the dead priest's burial sack, gets thrown into the sea, and cuts his way out with a knife he made himself. He is rescued by a group of smugglers and finally breathes free air again. But he is no longer the innocent, trusting Edmond Dantès. He is reborn. Edmond goes to the island of Monte Cristo. He finds the treasure exactly where Abbé Faria said it would be: an unimaginable fortune in gold, jewels, and precious stones. With this wealth, he transforms himself completely. He creates a new identity: the Count of Monte Cristo, a mysterious, elegant, incredibly rich nobleman who seems to have appeared out of nowhere. He spends years studying the lives of the people who destroyed him. He learns every detail about their rise to power, their weaknesses, and their darkest secrets. Now, the long game begins. He returns to Paris as the Count, charming, generous, and dangerous. One by one, he destroys the men who betrayed him. Fernand Mondego, now a rich count and general. The Count exposes Fernand's past crimes, including betraying and selling out his own allies in Greece. Fernand loses everything: his reputation, his wealth, and finally his family. Mercedes, who had married Fernand, finally learns the truth about what he did to Edmond. Danglars, now a wealthy banker. The Count ruins him financially through clever stock market manipulations and forged letters. He drives Danglars into bankruptcy and total humiliation. Villefort, now a powerful prosecutor. The Count uncovers a dark family secret, a buried child that Villefort tried to kill years ago. This revelation destroys Villefort's career, his sanity, and his family. Even Caderousse doesn't escape justice. Every move is calculated. Every revenge is served ice cold. The Count doesn't just kill his enemies. He makes them suffer the same pain they caused him. Loss of freedom, loss of reputation, loss of everything they loved. The Count of Monte Cristo is not just a revenge story. It is a meditation on justice, fate, and whether a man has the right to play God when the law fails him. Edmond Dantès asks the ultimate question: when the world takes everything from you, is revenge the only way to get yourself back? Alexandre Dumas wrote this story in 1844, yet it still feels incredibly modern. The themes of betrayal, patience, transformation, and power are timeless. Many people say this is the greatest revenge story ever told. And it's easy to see why. Because it's not just about getting even. It's about becoming so powerful that your enemies destroy themselves while you watch from the shadows. In the end, the Count realizes that revenge has a price. He loses parts of his own soul along the way. But he also finds love again and learns that forgiveness might be the final victory. So, what do you think? Would you wait 14 years for the perfect revenge? Or is true power found in letting go? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Which character's downfall did you enjoy the most? Would you like me to make a full character analysis video or compare the book with the movie adaptations? If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Count of Monte Cristo, please hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a story. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, stay patient, stay strategic, and remember, the best revenge is becoming the person they can never destroy again. See you in the next video.